Yo, what's good everyone? So, I'm sure most of you know, I'm a big fan of Nova. I believe he's one of the most underrated champs in game. I'm sure most of you have seen some of my gameplay with him. If you haven't, I'll put the link in the description to some Nova videos. Check out my showcase on him, check out some random fights I've done with him. But I don't want to get into that too much in this video, otherwise I'll be rambling all video. Just know that Nova, one of the most underrated champions for battlegrounds in the game, counters many tricky defenders like Bullseye, like Atuma, but that's not what this video is about. The reason I think Nova isn't as popular as he should be is people don't know how to use him properly. So this is what this video is. I'm going to be teaching you all the intricacies of Nova. I'm going to be telling you all how to play Nova, in other words. So let's get into it. First thing you need to know about Nova is where his damage comes from. Now, a lot of people would assume all his damage comes from his fury buffs, but you would be wrong. That is only half of his damage. Half of his damage comes from his signature ability. Now, you see the line at the top there? When Nova dashes, his medium attacks will gain extra attack rating. So I'll explain how this works. So if I don't dash at all and I just parry and hit Winter Soldier, I deal a 10k medium attack. But if I dash from the other part of the screen and hit Winter Soldier, I deal a 24k medium attack. Now this attack rating increase carries over. So if I dash in, hit Winter Soldier's block, then parry and attack Winter Soldier, I will still gain the attack increase from the signature ability. This is why it's really important for Nova to be at high sig. Most of his damage comes from the signature ability, dashing ability, as you can see here. So you really do want to try and dash into your medium attacks as much as possible. But now that you know that, let's get into how to maintain and manage Nova's fury buffs, because they are still important towards his damage. So if you look underneath Nova, I will circle it. He has Nova charges. Now, how these Nova charges work is you will gain Nova charges by dashing forward and dashing back. At 75 charges, you will gain a fury buff. But if you go to 100 charges, you will gain a unblockable buff and lose all your fury. So you do not want to go to 100 charges. You want to go to 75 charges, and when you're at 75 charges, you do a second medium attack. Your second medium attack will lower your charges by 25, so this will push you back under 75 charges, and then you want to get to 75 charges again to keep gaining your fury buffs. So how you play Nova is you want to get your charges to 75, do a double medium attack to lower your charges, then get to 75 charges again. Repeat until you're at 5 fury buffs, and when you're at 5 fury buffs, you can go to 100 charges to trigger your unblockable, and this will make you lose your furies, but pretty much any fight will die. Your special 2 will gain extra burst damage if it's unblockable, so this is why you want to trigger the unblockable when you get to your max ramp, which is at 5 furies, and you'll deal the most damage on your special 2. This rotation is more than enough to kill any battlegrounds level health opponent. Most of the time you kill your opponents before you can even get to 5 furies, because your basic attack damage is so high. You can see in the video we're hitting 30k medium attacks. This is unboosted, no synergies, and it's only a rank 2 Nova, by the way. His damage is honestly that insane. But that is the main way to play Nova. Now let's see how to play Nova if you want to use his True Strike utility. Now, learning how to manage Nova's True Strike is really important for some matchups, like the Bullseye match for example. So when you reach 75 charges, if you use your SB1, you will get a True Strike buff. Now you have to be at least 75 charges. If you use your SB1 below that, you will not gain the True Strike buff. So once you get to 75 charges, use your SB1 to gain a True Strike. Now you need to make sure you get back to 75 charges to refresh that True Strike with the SB1. It's really important to practice this and learn how to manage it, because it's really important for the Bullseye matchup. And Nova is a really good Bullseye counter as long as you know how to manage his True Strike. But as you can see, once you learn how to manage it, you can pretty much keep the true strike up the entire match, which makes him a great counter to anyone who is auto blocking or evading you. But that's it for now. I know a lot of people want to use Nova but have been struggling to learn his playstyle, so I hope this video helps. I hope this helps make Nova a lot more relevant, and I hope to see a lot more people using him, because he is genuinely one of the best cosmics there is for battlegrounds, and that's saying something because the cosmic class is so OP. The best relic for Nova is the Miss Marvel relic, by the way. This gives you a chance to gain a unblockable buff on your SB2 or your special one just from the relic, which means you don't have to go to 100 charges and lose your furies. But in a battlegrounds match, if you do the rotation which I showed, that will kill any battlegrounds level fight with plenty of overkill. But yeah, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you. If it did, I'd appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.